today on a very special coal mine.
Why do we have a doctor here?
Don't worry about it. We're waiting for you to start.
I gotta be real with you, Brock. Can we watch Jurassic Park during the podcast?
Because the problem today is like people, they don't listen to each other.
Okay. Do you like Jurassic Park?
Doc, you want to touch that one?
Details and explanation are my middle name, my good sir.
Sometimes it's like embarrassing to talk about, your personal life.
I know what this guy's thinking. This guy's a total mess.
But we are here like a family.
No, I just kind of left it that way.
You and the doctor didn't know what to say with that one, Cole.
And then someone else did it. We're gonna get to the root of me, man.
It's not working.
He's a very, very, very open listener. And he lets me ramble on about Jurassic Park.
We had to call in a psychologist.
Psychological problems.
Cole, we kind of paid money for this. We want to make sure we use the time.
This isn't cheap.
In order to be shaped and formed, they take time.
Can we watch Jurassic Park and have ice cream after this? I'm versatile, but not that versatile. I'm not gonna say it because I know it's wrong now.
I'm sorry, Doc. He's lying.
She didn't want to watch Jurassic Park with us. She did that on her own fruition. I didn't tell her anything. He just shuts up and listens for the most part. Do you like Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Welcome to Coal Mine, where we dig deep to get into the mind of Cole. I'm your host, Mr. Brock, and with me, as always, Cole, confused look on his face, Aller.
Yeah, that kind of sums up everything right now. They didn't tell me who this guy is or why he's even here. So your guess is as good as mine. And with that, his pronouns are benign ass. It's John Foline.
Hey, everyone. And Emily's not here today, but we have a special guest, Dr. Carl Jung. He's a specialist in friendship and relations.
Okay. Were you the guy that helped repair Emily and Brock's marriage?
Yeah.
He did. He also specializes a little more in like friendships.
Good.
And
And the relationships.
Cole,
Okay.
So,
we thought that maybe it was time we brought a specialist in to help you out with the
I've always
downward spiral you've been on lately.
You know what? I've always wanted to shrink to consult me.
Well, I think it's time we do that on the show, right? Are you comfortable with this?
Sure, let's go with
get into
that.
the mind of Cole? Is that all right
You
with
know what? Sorry about that. It's just that
it's
pizza you
okay.
fed me earlier.
Okay.
so I know it's like a surprise for you,
Hi there.
So I think your friends would like to be nice with you. So they called me and they say, Cole, are you Cole?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So they say like, maybe you struggle and you have some psychological problems. So I'm sorry. I know sometimes it's like embarrassing to talk about
That's okay.
your personal life, but we are here like a family. So I'm happy here to hear, and to listen to you. So yeah, don't feel embarrassed or anything. We are like friends. Yeah.
Cole, can you take this seriously? I thought this would
Can
be a
you
good
stop
time for us.
smiling too?
Because I'm laughing at you.
Okay.
Because he didn't expect it. So
I didn't
it's,
expect you to be so funny. I'm trying to take this seriously. John, I
Go
thought
ahead.
this was a nice thing. This is a warm, welcoming, friendly environment.
Go
okay?
ahead.
But lately, Cole, we feel like you've been a little wound up. Okay, we've watched you go down this destructive path, and we thought it was time we bring in someone for professional help. Is that all right?
That is fine.
So why don't you tell the doctor what's been going on in your life? With the jobs, with the...
Well, I just got a job offer as a janitor at a school. That's all I can tell you. So I'm feeling pretty damn good right now.
And that's the complete history of your employment over the last few months?
Found some jobs that didn't work out, but
Yeah.
it happens. It is
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah, it happens to everybody.
Cole,
What's up?
I had a feeling that you were going to be pushing back on this, so John and I actually sat down today and compiled a list of 12 signs that we thought Cole was on a downward spiral.
Okay.
Can we go through each one? Maybe you can talk to
Sure.
the doctor about it?
Sure.
Okay. Now, doctor, number one, he failed to give his 2 weeks' notice to the one job that didn't shit can him out of the 3 he has lost over the last 3 months.
Yeah, guess what? That was because the training period for the new job that I ended up getting started sooner than it would have started very, very soon, and I had to quit that job in order for me to actually start the training period. I just had to get out of that job as soon as possible. I couldn't possibly miss that opportunity.
Yeah. But can you tell us more, like, why you didn't send the notice? As you can see here, like he said, you didn't send
I
any
tried
notice.
to. I gave him as much notice as I possibly could. I told him that, like, basically the new job was going to start next week because the training period was on that date. And he was just like, okay. That's literally what he said.
Yeah. I see.
He was a very good guy, though.
Yeah. Can you tell me about your job? What are you doing? Like,
Well, I just got a job as a janitor.
Sorry.
uh-huh.
There we go.
What's your job? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I just got a job as a janitor.
So
I mean, like, literally 5 minutes ago.
Well, I think he wants to know what's going to be different about this job. You
Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning.
You should have been doing cleaning at your other jobs as well.
Yeah, that's true.
You were known for a pretty messy desk at ours, huh?
Yeah, actually, I kind of was.
So now they're going to
It
pay
did
you
get
to
a little
clean.
better, though. Yeah, but you know what? I actually have some experience doing cleaning at restaurants. So that was probably enough for them to sell them on to giving me a job offer.
So do you think you'll be able to keep this job?
Yes.
Did you think you were going to be able to keep the other jobs?
No. I gotta be honest with you, no.
Why?
When I was working at Intech, about 2 weeks in, I was just like, yeah, this probably isn't going to be for me, but I just kind of stuck it out until they shit canned my fucking ass.
That's too bad.
Because I needed the money.
Well, Doc, should we move on to number 2? All right. He burned through
by the way, I'm so sorry. The psychologist normally role is like to listen more than speak. So my role here is like I want more details about you. Do you see?
Okay.
So because the problem today is like people, they don't listen to each other. So the more details and explanation you give me, the more, you help me to know exactly what's the problem and what's going on.
Details and explanation are my middle name, my good sir.
That's good. So I'm happy.
All right, so hopefully you can give more details on this one, okay? Because it's a big one. Cole burned through 2 incomes in less than 2 months to fuel his extravagant lifestyle.
Actually, I did. I gotta be honest with you, I kind of did that. Well, they provided me with a second income for 9 weeks when I got laid off from a. So I figured that'd be a good time to buy me a new graphics card when I get a new job. And right then and there, that was probably like half my income for the graphics card alone. I've always had spending issues.
Like what things do you buy? What's like
Graphics cards, video games, Blu-rays, T-shirts that I graciously give to my buddy Brock right here.
You didn't bring us T-shirts today.
Yeah, because I'm flustered and I totally forgot. But with that, Brock, go grab the bag on the counter over there.
Oh, sorry, buddy. We're in a therapy session.
John, go grab the bag on the counter over there.
Cole, we kind of paid money for this. We want to make
this
sure we
isn't
use
cheap.
the time.
Paying by the
Okay, I
minute.
understand. Unlike some friends, I understand. Okay.
okay?
Doc, you want to touch that
So
one?
I would like just to ask you, like, how do you plan, like, financial? Do you have any financial plans for the month? Like, how do you spend your money? How do you have any vision? Like, you just
I don't really have much of a financial plan right now. I think I could maybe do with one. But the thing is, I don't know how to set one up.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Third question?
This one's kind of recent and hit really close to home. John, I'm sorry if the wound's still fresh on this, but Doc, he's been neglecting his friends on their birthdays, but not neglecting to buy himself gifts on those birthdays.
Yeah, it's called My Money, My Choice,
Right.
right? But guess what? Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut on what I buy for myself, because what John doesn't know won't hurt him.
No other solution, huh?
No other solution.
So we're trying to
Except,
work.
John, you can have the Funko Pop for today. I think it's something you're going to like.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Do you expect gifts, birthday gifts from your friends?
No, not usually.
Really? You want to answer that honestly?
You know what? I got to be honest with you, Brock. I'm just like, if you get me something, then cool. If not, then okay, whatever. Because I'm at the age right now where I don't expect that kind of stuff from family members.
How many Funkos have you asked me for, specifically by name, since we started this podcast?
2.
Okay.
Because one was Ronald McDonald,
Yep.
and then let's see. The other ones you just gave me without me asking.
Must be nice.
Yeah, especially since I gave you a bunch of Funko Pops too without you asking.
Why didn't you give John anything on his birthday?
I just said he can have the Funko Pop for today.
It's not his birthday today.
Happy belated birthday, John.
Thanks.
All right, question 4. Sorry, topic 4. His general hygiene has gone downhill.
It's been getting better ever since I've been keeping my car clean.
Is that your hygiene?
Being unemployed.
I like your
being
honesty. Yeah.
Being unemployed gets you a lot of free time on your hands. And I've been using that time hanging out with my friends, applying for new jobs, cleaning, and playing lots and lots of video games. And watching Jurassic Park, even though I literally just bought this anthology set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, enough said on that one. This one, again, is about
I know
as
sometimes it's embarrassing to talk about this stuff, but your friends.
Oh,
they
you know
love
what?
you.
You know what? My mom, the other day on Labor Day, when we were on our way to my grandma and grandpa's, she mentioned a lot of things that I used to do when I was much younger, and believe me, that was far more embarrassing than this is.
Oh, I see.
what were some of those things?
Just in general, how my mind worked when I was a kid.
This is coal mine. Can we hear it?
You'd have to call my mom about that. She'd explain it better than me.
Try.
Well, so she always told me that when I was a kid, I was very good at mimicking people, but at the same time, I also had issues with like logic and self-confidence.
Deep.
Right. So if she said, cool, put this puzzle piece together, and she did it, then I would just mimic that action. But then she would say, cool, put 2 random other puzzle pieces together, I wouldn't know what to do.
So do you think you're a super influential person? Or easily influenced? Sorry.
I don't think I'm a super influential person. I do believe that I may be easily influenced depending on what the topic of discussion is. Or what someone's trying to influence me in. Kind of like how you influenced me to be a better friend to my peeps.
It's not working. We had to call in a psychologist.
Yeah, but you didn't get my consent now, did you?
Don't need to. It's a one-party consent state. Next question.
What goes around comes around. And
Okay,
yes.
and this one's fresh, and we got to figure out what happened here.
Yes.
This one just happened within the last 24 hours. He is forcing people out of the podcast for suspect reasons. And specifically, I'm talking about Emily.
Yeah, because I originally wanted my buddy Matt to be on the podcast. But you know what? At least we got a special guest star, so that's pretty good.
We had to because your buddy Matt's not very reliable, is he?
He wasn't feeling good. He got sick.
Yeah, sometimes when I don't want to do something, I get sick too.
Yeah, well. Okay, Broccoli.
Nothing else?
Is
No
that
other
all?
reason? You don't feel bad about kicking Emily out of the podcast tonight?
She did that on her own fruition. I didn't tell her anything.
Should I pull up the text message?
Okay,
so
well,
everyone
I
can hear
did
it?
say that Matt
Hold
and
on,
I could
hold on.
share a microphone,
No,
or
no.
he could replace Emily. I didn't specifically say kick Emily out. I said we could replace her.
Do you have any problem with females? Something like that? Can you tell us more about this? Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah. Can you?
I'm in celibate. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, this isn't the time to kid.
Well, I don't have an issue with women in general. Just Emily for the most part, even though she did make me TikTok famous.
I believe 2 women were also your references on the new job you got, huh?
Oh yeah, my mom and my friend Joe.
Joe's a woman now?
Josephine.
You're tiptoeing around. You put Emily down as your reference for your last job.
I put Emily and my mom and Josephine,
Then you kicked her off the podcast.
even though she gave me an extravagant review.
Then you kicked her off the podcast.
I told her that since Matt didn't show up, that she could stay if she wanted to.
Yeah, she doesn't like being a plan B. Who does?
She doesn't like being a side piece.
No, who does?
I guess I wouldn't either. I'm really sorry, Emily.
Are you? You have a big smirk on your face right now. You can't be that sorry. Is there any limits to your depravity?
Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? You have a big smirk on your face right now, too.
I'm smirking in disgust.
That still counts as a smirk.
Fair enough.
Cool mind.
Yeah, I just want to burn through these as quick as possible because I'm getting sick of listening to your damn therapy session. All right.
I like this guy. He's cool, though.
Thank you.
He just shuts up and listens for the most part.
Yeah, he's a great
Yeah.
psychologist. That's why I brought him
That's
in.
my role.
Good idea, guys. And Emily, wherever you may be.
Yeah.
All right, 6. He's poisoning the ecosystem with excess Funko consumption.
You know what they say.
It's okay sometimes if you want to skip some answers.
I gotta be real with you, Brock. Funko Pops are labeled as eco-friendly.
Which ones?
They're actually made directly from trash. Actually, that Care Bear one's eco-friendly, believe it or not. It even has the Walmart Pledge of the Earth sticker on it.
So they put a sticker on something and you believe it?
Is there
Yeah,
eco-friendly
pretty much.
glue on that sticker?
Yeah, it came straight from the donkeys.
Ooh.
Don't worry, they died a humane and eco-friendly death.
There better not be Spavin's donkeys.
Oh yeah, did I tell you my friend Cole Spavin actually has a donkey farm?
That's all right. I got it.
Brock told me that.
Oh, did he?
Have
I've
you-
actually seen his donkeys.
How many does he have?
4, actually.
4.
I think their names are Dolly, Dixie, Daisy, and
Eugene.
I don't remember.
How big are they? Are they all
Oh,
adults?
okay, are we going to talk about donkeys all day or are we going to get to the root of you, man? What's going
We're
on?
gonna
You're
get to the
deflecting
root of me.
everything, okay?
We're gonna get to the root of me, man.
All right. Now, do we fall under some patient-client confidentiality on this one?
Do I have ADHD?
Not yet. We would like to listen to you more now. We can't give any results or any judgments. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just trying
Good.
to hear and listen to you, okay?
Good. Finally, someone's not gonna judge me for a change.
Well, you might judge him after this one. A couple weeks back, he committed a felony hit and run, and and hours later, ignored quiet hours at his condo. Sorry, I was giggling during that. That was serious, though. He committed a felony hit and run, and hours later, ignored quiet hours at his condo.
Except no, we didn't because quiet hours started at 10 p.m. and that's
Why
when
was
we
someone
started
knocking
quiet
on the
hours.
door?
It was 9:30 at that time period.
It was quiet hours to someone.
No, it wasn't.
What was worse?
It was
ignoring-
probably my neighbor Jessica because she said she was actually at my door a couple of days prior, and she told me that there was something I had to sign regarding some work we're going to be doing on the condo. So it could have been her. I don't know.
I noticed how you just glanced right over the felony hit and run, though.
Well, the felony hit and run was just a light love tap, and then a slight skedaddle. And remember, I remember you were laughing at that too.
Can I ask you like a question? Are you aggressive when a problem happened? How do you solve your problems? Like, are you?
I say I'm sorry and move on.
like,
You never even apologized for it in my car.
Yeah, because there was no damage to apologize for.
I'm sorry, Doc. He's lying.
Okay. Do you like Jurassic Park?
yeah, I do.
Which one's your favorite? For me, it's the first one, but that's only because I haven't seen any of the others.
please, I would like to focus on the questions, if it is possible.
Okay.
Because we can chat later. Thank you.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
you want to pay for this out of your own pocket, Cole.
Okay.
You want to pay for it?
No.
Yeah, because you don't have a job.
Surprise,
Okay.
motherfucker.
How many more questions are there?
5. Is that
Okay.
all right? In several instances on past podcasts, he's been caught using racial slurs and degrading marginalized populations.
Only towards like one person to make fun of their names. I'm not going to say it because I know it's wrong now.
Hey, you don't have to edit every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I actually listened to the first episode of this podcast, and I realized how much of a pain in the butt it is to edit everything. So I'm going to keep it mostly clean from now on. Keep it PG-13.
Sounds like he's worked through that problem.
Well, it's good. At least he confessed that, so he would like to change his behavior.
Jurassic Park is PG-13.
Think of how
In fact, all the movies are.
You don't want to go in details about this incident? You don't want to tell us more about
That's
what happened?
literally all the details I should go
Can you
into.
at
But
least
let's
give
just
us-
say,
Can you give more details on this next one?
sure.
Okay, he can no longer satisfy any of his lovers.
Not like I had any to begin with. Can't satisfy what you never had. But I satisfy you guys with my charm and my wit.
No,
Yeah,
if
we
you were
keep coming
satisfying,
back.
if you were satisfying us, we wouldn't have brought in a medical professional to try and get you on the right path again.
Well, I'm a lot better at making eye contact than I used to be.
That is satisfying eye contact.
You know what else is satisfying? Next question.
All right. Cole's been mucking about late at night and breaking children's swing sets.
Yeah, I rode on one once and the chain snapped off and I dragged my feet on the ground and I scraped my elbow really bad.
What
It
time
took
of
about a
night
month for it to heal up.
did you repair the swing set?
No, I just kind of left it that way and then someone else did it. I don't know how to repair metal chains, but let's just say this. I never went on that swing set again.
Because it was broken?
I know what this guy's thinking. This guy's a total mess.
He said no judgment. He's not here to judge.
No,
Don't
I'm not
worry.
judging you at all.
That doesn't mean he can't think.
Okay.
Okay.
So can you move forward?
Yeah, let's keep going. Even the doctor didn't know what to say to that one, Cole. It's probably the first time he's ever heard that about a 29-year-old man, huh?
28, actually.
Oh, goodness.
Going on 29 in November.
Well, if you make it to 29, bud, you're living pretty fast and loose on those swing sets.
Okay, well, at least I didn't crash my car and lose my house in a fire.
When did I crash my car?
Next question.
All right.
Another one.
Due to his lavish spending, Cole is pawning his video games to buy noise-canceling accessories.
Yeah, because I didn't need those video games anymore.
Did you need the noise-canceling accessories?
Well, for my new job, I do.
Why?
You know how obnoxiously loud those vacuum cleaners are?
Yeah. But you bought those before you got the job.
That's true, I did. But any money that I can, any money that I make pawning off my video games can be spent on fun things. You know, it's kind of how I've always been with that.
Next
But
question.
But on the other hand, I did just pay my association fees like 2 days ago and on time. So how's that for responsibility?
Do you do that every month?
Yes.
Have you ever missed a payment?
Nope.
It does.
Sounds pretty responsible to me.
And I haven't crashed my car yet in the 2 years that I've owned it.
You keep looking at, and you did. You crashed into my car.
I backed into it and gave it a light love tap, okay? There was no damage to the car.
There was emotional damage to me.
There's only one way to fix emotional damage.
Whoa. That's what it sounded like.
Woo!
That's what you sounded like after. All right. Doc, are you ready for this? We got the last one. This one's big.
Yeah.
This one's kind of hard to say because I don't. This is really where I realized you're at rock bottom last week when you told a little story about who was helping you.
I'm sorry, I don't remember this part.
Well, during his current period of unemployment, he's forced his mother out of retirement to be his personal maid so he could spend his days sleeping past noon and playing video games.
That is not true.
Why? Why is that not true?
She volunteered to come over and just help me clean up a little bit. I didn't have to ask her for anything.
If it wasn't dirty, she wouldn't have been forced to volunteer to come over there and clean up.
She was not forced.
Did you ask her like to help you or?
No, I didn't
she's-
ask her to help me. She
she
just
did
said
it.
she was going to come over.
Did she see your apartment and then come over?
No, she just said she was going to come over and help me clean up a little bit.
She
I didn't
knew it
have
was
to
that
ask
dirty?
her for anything.
She just knew it would be that dirty?
It was pretty bad. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either.
How did she know she had to come over and clean?
Because I've always had notorious issues with keeping things clean. Okay. What's the diagnosis, Doc?
Thank you
All right,
for answering the questions. To be honest with you, like the psychological problems, in order to be shaped and formed, they take time, from our childhood
Right.
and when, we grow up. So problems, they take time. So in order to solve them, I think we need more time with you. If it is okay for you to, to have some discussion, maybe together. So we can talk more. Maybe sometimes it's embarrassing in front of your friends and, maybe people. So I have more questions for you.
Go ahead.
Not now. I said like we're gonna have like other sessions if it's okay with you. Yeah,
I'd be open to that.
yeah, that's good. So I had an idea about these questions now, but I need more. I need to ask you more questions and
Right.
thank you.
Right.
Well, do you have any
Well,
questions? Do you have
thanks
any
for your
questions for the
honesty.
doctor?
Yeah, what's your medical background?
I have a PhD in psychology.
Okay.
Yeah, so specialized in relationships and friendships. Yeah, so this is my specialty.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know who else has a PhD in psychology?
a lot. Oh, he has a PhD in psychology.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Did
he
you?
actually did.
Yeah,
That's what you told me once. Remember that?
I said I had a PhD player hating degree, but that's it. I never said I had a PhD.
Okay, maybe it was a bachelor's. I don't know.
Definitely was a bachelor's.
bachelor.
Definitely was a bachelor's.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between a PhD and a bachelor's?
About 40 grand.
Bachelor's is
That's a big number, that's for sure.
bachelor's is like level 1, PhD is like level 3.
Yeah.
What's in between that?
Master's degree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you spent like 4 years for BA, then 2 years or 3 for master, then 3 years or 4 for
Okay.
PhD. So
That
so you
actually
get more specialized. Yeah.
that sounds like it's a lot of schooling you got to go through.
Right. It's not easy.
It's not easy being green, you know.
Yeah. Can you tell us about your academic career? What did you study? Did you?
Well, I studied computer repair actually.
Oh,
Yeah, that was straight after I got out of DCTC. But I did that program for like 6 months before I actually got in the workforce. Because the program itself, the educational program that I went to, was only supposed to go for like 6 months, and then they have a person there who will help you find a job in your specific industry that you try to study while you're there. And well, first technical IT job that I got after going to that program was I worked in a recycling factory for a while, recycling computer parts, wiping hard drives, things like that. That was only part-time though.
Yeah.
And then I did then I worked at McCormick for 4 years.
And what happened at that 3M job?
Well, let me be very honest with you. I know this is going to sound a little weird. They just told me not to come in, and they didn't actually explain anything to me.
So long, Bowser.
Bye-bye. Let's go! Hoo-hoo! Okie dokie. By the way, did you hear Charles Martinet step down as the voice of Mario?
Who's going to do it now?
Hell if I know.
I think you got a shot at it, buddy.
Oh, yeah! Mario time! Hoo-hoo!
Might be the job you've been waiting for, huh?
Might be. But I'd also have to play Luigi, Waluigi, and Wario, too, because he voiced all those characters as well.
You think you could do it?
No.
Okay.
I'm versatile, but not that versatile.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Well, Doc, any parting advice before we let you go? I think our session's about to expire. I don't know if I can afford another minute of this garbage.
Yeah, so I'm happy to be here. You know, your friends,
thank
they
you.
love you. That's why they call me. So, and thanks for your honesty. You know, there are many people, they don't want to talk about their personal stuff and taboos, and especially sex and stuff. So,
And on
thanks
your way
for being open.
on your way out, could you grab that Target bag with the Funko Pops in them and hand it to me, please?
Cole, that's going to cost us extra. Can't do that. He's not even...
Fine, I'll go do it myself.
I'll do it.
All right, I'll walk the kind professional out. Goodness.
You know what? I'll walk him out with you.
Thanks.
All right, I guess I'll stay on the pod.
We're good.
Uh-oh.
Cole, you can stay if you want.
Yeah, I'll grab your stupid bag so you don't embarrass me.
I want this to be a surprise.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
You did great.
You know what?
Sorry, your name?
My name is Cole.
Can you spell it? C-O?
C-O-L-E.
Thank you.
Yes,
My
sir.
name is, Carl
Carl.
Young.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Young.
Thanks, Carl.
Goodbye.
Have a good day, Carl.
Thank you.
Forgot those unplugged.
What happened?
Headphones came unplugged. How do you feel, Cole?
Brock, that's the last time you're ever giving a special guest on our show, okay?
Oh, you
Next
didn't like
time-
when someone surprised you with a special guest?
I love the guy, but let's face it, a shrink is just not the most appropriate person to have on this show.
He is literally the most appropriate person to be on Coal Mine to dig into your mind. Way more appropriate than Matt.
Speaking of which, we're going to have him possibly on the next episode.
So you get to call whoever you want.
You know what?
I get a relevant guest.
You know what? If you can call whoever you want, by the way, he was actually a really cool guy. He just shut up and listened, unlike some people.
That's what a therapist does. You need one.
Well, you're the one with the bachelor's degree and PhD in psychology.
And I've been trying to run a podcast with you, but you've been a complete prick the whole time.
That's fine. And with that, it's time for the segment we skipped over last time because Cole doesn't have a job and doesn't want to spend his money on any of this crap. Funko Frenzy!
I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have.
And it's time for Funko Frenzy! Where every week we give off a brand new Funko Pop. And because it is John's belated birthday, he gets this week's Funko... Shh! Brock? Don't do that anymore. Please don't.
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now to watch a short video, you'll receive 30 minutes of ad-free music.
Cole, don't use that as a weapon, please.
Why do you resort to violence? Do we need to call the doctor again?
This week's Funko Pop for you, John. Please don't. I'm not in the mood for this, okay? Tell him what it is, John.
It's Elvis Pharaoh suit.
It is Elvis Presley. I just want to be your teddy bear. Ooh.
Why did you think John would like that one?
You know what? To be honest with you, I actually bought these before I got shit canned from Intech. And I thought you would like it, but then I realized it was John's birthday, so he should probably get the Funko Pop.
Is that how birthday gifts work?
I don't know, to be honest. But these were originally going to be for you.
Yes.
I want it. Can I have yours, Cole?
No. This is for John and for me.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
sorry that I'm being so giving to my friends.
So you learned nothing from the session, huh?
Nope, apparently not.
The psychologist did absolutely nothing for you. We bring in a hired
Well,
professional
you know what? You
to
know
try
what?
and...
He said specifically that it would take a few more sessions to get deep into my mind, okay? So maybe you could have him on the show a few more times.
The last thing he said to me is I'm never allowed to have him back on.
Okay, well, I redact that statement.
Okay, you can come back?
Yes.
You can dig into your mind a little more?
Yes.
Should we have him dig into Matt's mind?
I think Matt would be open to that, sure.
I'm just wondering, what do you think Matt's going to bring to the table? I got nothing against him. He was a nice guy.
He's a nice kid. He's a nice guy. I agree.
Yeah, but again, what's he bringing to the podcast? I brought in
He's funny.
a professional.
I brought in, and I wanted to bring in one of my special guests being an anti-abortion activist, someone that you might actually take sides with on, so we can discuss these important issues. And he ended up getting sick, so he couldn't make it today.
Why are we talking about those issues?
Because if I want to talk about these issues, we're going to talk about them. But I want Matt to be on first.
What makes him the expert in anti-abortion issues that we need to bring him in?
He pickets at Planned Parenthood.
That makes him an expert.
It makes him an activist, that's for sure.
What did he get his degree in?
To be honest, I don't know.
Did he go to college?
I think so.
Does he have a PhD?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're selling this guy for sure.
Well, there's not a lot that I know about him personally. I just know that he's a cool guy and he's one of my friends.
You know what? Speaking of which, you've never mentioned him on the show ever in the past. So how is he one of your friends?
I've known him since before we started doing the show.
How long have you known him?
Let's see. I first met him at Olive Garden about 2 years ago when him and my friend Jess were done picketing at Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
So I'd say about 2 years now.
Sure. Tell me 1, 2, 3 other facts about him. Things you can tell me, other than he's an anti-abortion activist.
Well, he's really into guns. And his family, from what I can tell, is very liberal-minded. And he's a big eater, too.
He's a big what?
He's big into food as well. Like, he can scarf down an entire plate of crabs in, 30 minutes or less.
All right, maybe we'll make a crab cast next time.
Ooh.
Mr. Krabs Cast.
Yeah.
When were you eating crab with him?
Well, I'm going to be honest. He got the crab at the restaurant one time, not me. I got orange chicken with rice.
It's a great story. Sounds like you guys really bonded. Has he been to your condo?
Yes, actually, we watched Terrifier 2 there.
Oh my gosh.
He's a big fan of Terrifier.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He's a big fan of Terrifier.
Oh, and we watched Freddy Got Fingered.
I thought those were things we did together, Cole. You're doing this with every guy you meet on the street?
Apparently, yes. I'm sorry if I just want to make friends and, live a happy life. I can't just suffice off of you two alone.
I think the word you're looking for was leech. Leech off you two alone.
Fine.
Yeah.
I can't just screech off of you two alone. And now it's time for Intrusive Thoughts with John, the part of the show where John comes out and says an intrusive thought.
Hey people, it's your benign ass producer here, John. I'm here to remind you to rate, review, subscribe. Please share this with your friends, maybe even your psychologist too. See if they have anything to tell you about yourself for listening to something like this. I've been so excited to release this episode. It's just been burning me up. Talking with Dr. Carl Jung was very enlightening. Crap, I don't think I have his contact information here. I guess if you want to learn more about Dr. Jung, Google him. That's CarlJung, Carl Jung. Well, unfortunately, Cole wasn't able to bring his friend Matt on the podcast so that, Cole could just sit back and not participate in a hot button debate topic. He has done that to us before. Like, he literally brought his, separate friends together, had us meet, and then demanded that we debate politics. Then he laid down on the couch and said absolutely nothing. So yeah, unfortunately, that wasn't this episode. Maybe in the future sometime we'll be able to arrange that to happen. We're entering a big election year. Try and help you all stay informed on hot button issues that Cole wants to hear about. So, well, I've rambled on enough. Probably should get back to the show. Oh, is it time for me to say that?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you for the Elvis Presley Funko.
This has been Intrusive Thoughts with John. Tune in next time to hear John say...
Hey, do you want to see the picture of the Elvis Presley Funko run over?
Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, Psycho, great movie. I wonder who showed that to you guys.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie before.
I had never even heard of it, actually. Where'd you find that?
It's called Blu-ray. You should buy some.
I wish I had a friend who could give me some.
Actually, I think it's on HBO Max. You could use it with that account password I gave you, Brock.
Nice. And I know it, yeah. You know, Cole, we don't have the cube with us. The cube has actually disappeared, so I don't know when it's coming back. About 10, 15 minutes. Ooh, I like that. Is that the new music? What's that for?
Ooh.
Do you got any good icebreaker music? Because I just found, since, again, you're trying to bring on random guests to the show that you don't even know. So we're going to ask some questions and really get into how you can have a conversation with them, learn a little more. But we're going to start practicing here, okay?
Okay, good.
Okay.
Go, shoot.
All right, you ready for the music?
Can we watch Jurassic Park and have ice cream after this?
Yeah, if you bring your A game.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
What's one thing about the future that scares you?
Whether or not you two will be my friends in the future.
What do you predict?
Oh, dear God, I hope that's the case. I hope you two will always be my friends.
Is that honestly what scares you most about the future?
Yes.
Okay, what world do you think we'd stop being friends with you? I'm being serious.
Purgatory.
Why? Because you'll be the only one sitting there?
Yes.
John will be burning in hell and I'll be lifted up?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just kidding. You'll be burning in hell too.
Well, at least I'll be with John then.
His benign ass, you want to spend eternity with him?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Oh, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
We could burn our benign asses in hell.
All right. John, what's something that scares you about the future? Other than spending eternity with Cole.
Nuclear annihilation.
That scares you?
Yeah.
Why would it scare you, though? That's always my thought. You'll be dead.
Yeah, but I got things I'm trying to get done.
Like your balcony.
Yeah. Which just got approved.
If it happens after your balcony, will you be a little more cool with it? What? Predict this scenario. You finish your balcony, you're looking out at the sunset, mushroom cloud coming your way. What
It's a Mario cloud.
What's your
Oh, the clouds are shaped like a mushrooms in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay, we're gonna split that into two. The nuclear mushroom cloud's coming your way. What's your first thought?
Well, this paint.
Oh shit! That must be a Bowser's doing.
This paint's supposed to dry between 50 degrees and 90 degrees Celsius.
Not 9,000?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's the Mario mushrooms coming right at you. What's your thought?
I'm ready to jump on them.
I love it.
Don't forget to grab the mushrooms. They give you superpowers.
That's good.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
What about you, Brock?
What scares me about the future? The younger generations in every way, shape, or form.
Oh, actually, yes, I agree.
I don't like any of them. I don't even know what age I start at. Probably my generation. Probably my peers. Starting with them and below. I mean, there's far and few that are going to be all right. But man, have you seen the ones below us?
Like Kale, for instance.
Like 28-year-olds.
With no jobs, who buy Jurassic World Blu-ray box sets and then badger you to watch them.
Yeah.
Start jerking off their microphone.
That wasn't a command from John. You know that, right?
If only I had a vagina now.
You would never leave the house.
Now with this bad boy inside of me.
All right. I'm afraid we might have to call the doctor again. He left too soon. I'll have to pay for double next time.
Double time for the crime, you know?
All right, let's ask another deep question here.
Gold mine.
Who do you think is the scariest person on the planet?
Art the Clown. You might think my old boss Jason, but deep down inside, once you get to know him, he's a big old teddy bear. He's not big and intimidating. He's just big. That's all.
Would you be intimidated if he popped out of that room right now?
Yes.
Why? He's just big.
Yeah, but I'd be intimidated by anyone popping out of that room right now without me knowing. Kind of like that shrink you just put in here.
Yeah, you were a little terrified when he walked in.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the fuck he was here for. But he was a cool guy. Yeah. He's a very, very, very open listener. And he lets me ramble on about Jurassic Park.
Do you think you get what a shrink is? That's what a shrink is.
Takes a shrink to know a shrink, you know?
Have you spent your whole life being lectured by adults?
Yes.
Stop being naughty.
Okay.
It's that easy with you, huh? You done? Done being naughty. Forever?
Well, we're watching a PG-13 movie after this.
Yeah, but you're going to be jerking off the microphone during it, I bet.
Yeah, well, you're probably going to be talking during the whole fucking movie, so what do you have to say about that, asshole? Where do you get off?
I won't be saying stop jerking off the microphone if you're not doing it, deal?
Okay. And we can discuss the movie while it's playing. Like make jokes about Barney.
We can or can't, because you just kind of came at me.
We can, as long as it's about the movie.
What do you think I was going to talk about?
Barney the dinosaur.
Okay.
By the way, actually,
the
Jurassic Park 3 and Barney's Great Adventure have the same kid in them. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The kid from some superhero thing with it. Shut up, Brock. John, who do you think is the scariest person on the planet?
Probably Bill Gates.
Ooh, that's a good answer. Why?
Oh, because he's definitely buying up a lot of farmland.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
he knows something's up.
China, you could say, is doing the same thing, but they're a collective, while Bill Gates is an individual doing it.
Yeah.
The question was, scariest person.
I once heard of a pastor refer to Bill Gates as Bill Population Control Gates.
Ay, ay, ay.
Actually, I think church pastors are probably the scariest people now.
Why?
Because they're a bunch of judgmental hypocrites.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt me?
Yeah.
The one who touched me deep down inside.
Okay, again, you have two friends that have been mentioned on this podcast that I think probably in many contexts could be a little more judgmental than church pastors as they sit outside picketing at an abortion clinic.
They're only doing it out of love for the children.
So what's a church pastor judging you out of?
You know what, Brock? Good point.
Coal mine.
Brock mind.
Yeah.
Brock mind in the coal.
Yeah, I don't really got an answer to that. Scariest person on the planet? Yeah.
Oh, your wife sometimes is.
I mean, not in a bad way. Just
she's
that's
scary.
just the person I care the most about.
She's scary good looking, that's for sure.
That's right, buddy. It's just a wonder why you scared her off this podcast.
She didn't want to watch Jurassic Park with us.
You threw it at her, huh? Again, do I need to read the
I
text
don't know.
verbatim? What
I don't
you said
know.
last night about kicking her off the podcast so your friend Matt could come on.
Yeah, I did say that. You know what? I'm sorry. I was in denial for a little bit there. I think the shrink could notice that.
Yeah, that's why he was encouraging you to open up more. And by the end, I think you were opening up.
Yeah, but he said he needs a few more fucking sessions with me,
Dude,
which means
'cause
more
you
money
are
out of
one-
my pocket.
What? How does that work? You paid for that session?
Maybe. If I
Okay.
get a fucking job by then.
Oh, man.
All right, next question, bitches.
This is a good one.
I might go to a movie after this, depending on what's playing.
Can I ask the question, or do you want to talk more about that?
Can you ask the question?
I think I'm going to rotate this because I'm going to ask John.
I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move.
I would ask John this one because I know what your response is going to be. I'm actually going to ask John to answer this one for you because I just don't want to hear it out of your mouth. What is something I have that you wish you had too?
I thought you said that one was for John.
I don't think John covets anything.
Well, I wish I had a smoking hot wife, that's for sure.
Right? Who did see that coming? Okay, Emily aside.
Emily aside. Well, I wish I had a dog, but my condo has a no pets policy.
Yeah, and you just told the story a couple weeks back about how you weren't good with dogs. You kept leaving them out in the sun.
When did I say that?
You remember that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you let the dogs out and they'd get heat stroke.
Yeah, that was back when I was living with my mom, though, a
So
long
you had
time
more
ago.
supervision than you do right now.
I was like 15 at the time.
You're still living like you're 15.
Fuck off.
Now you got to ask John that question.
John? Fuck off, please?
No, not.
Can you please fuck off?
That sounds more like a statement.
Yeah. He said, "Can I?"
Fine. What do you wish you had that I don't? What do you wish you had that I have?
An Elvis Presley Funko Pop.
Give him yours, Cole.
Yours is right there in front of the tablet.
He wants your Elvis Presley Funko Pop.
Yeah, this one's a gift.
Yeah.
You bought that one for yourself.
Cole, give it to him. You can make his.
His
dream-
is right there.
He wants yours.
It's literally the exact same one.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Next
it can't
question.
literally be the exact same one.
Next question.
I'm kidding, Cole. I wish I had a condo on the first floor like yours.
You have a condo.
On the second floor.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah, your condo.
But at least your condo has a view.
That's true.
My condo just has a bunch of trees and a poolside blocking all the view.
Yeah. In a parking lot full of meth heads.
You goddamn right, Brock. Takes one to know one, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So, Brock, what do I have that you want?
Randy seems pretty awesome, but I don't really want that.
Don't
cat.
tell me. It's an Elvis Presley Funko, isn't it? You should give Randy to Jacob. That's the only pussy he'll ever get in his life.
Oh, here we go. I think what I covered out of John.
Speaking of which, how is Jacob doing? Is he still at...
Yeah, screw my question. I think John's probably interested in this answer. I'd say mustache, but I don't want facial hair.
You want to look like Mario, don't you?
I think John's a better shot than me with a bow, so I wish I had that eye. I'll go with that.
Yeah, John's probably a better shot than me with the bow, 100%.
Didn't you almost shoot someone the first time you did it?
Yeah, when I was like 13 years old.
You did a lot of bad stuff as a teenager, didn't you?
I did, actually.
What was the worst thing you did as a teenager?
Well, I accidentally let my dog out without a leash while there was a tractor driver out there. And she almost got run over, but thankfully she didn't.
That's pretty bad, Cole.
I know. That was a grave lesson that I learned that day.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah, that works. What kind of want to hear more about the bad things you did as a teenager.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. You could probably call my mom and ask.
Can we? Can we bring her on as a special guest?
When she comes back, yeah, sure. She's up in Welch right now, Treasure Island.
Yeah? She doesn't have to come home tonight and clean your apartment for you?
Nope, because I told her not to.
All right.
See, now that's a demand that I made.
Very nice lady.
You kicked your mom out?
Yes, I did. I just didn't want
So
her
you
to
just use her and abuse her, huh?
I just didn't want her to spend all of her precious free time doing my dirty work, you know?
Just some of her precious time doing your dirty work.
Coal mines.
All right. This is it.
You're crazy.
And then the podcast is over after this one.
I'll tell you when the podcast is over.
No.
Give me two more. You want the ice cream?
Fine.
Okay. This one's on point.
We touch tips.
What advice would you give your 12-year-old self?
You may be worried about what others think of you now, but trust me, don't be. It's all a bunch of bullshit in the end.
That's pretty good. So have you confronted all that and you're no longer insecure?
Nope. I have confronted all of that, and I no longer give a shit. What about you, John?
I don't know. 12 years old.
What was 12-year-old John doing? So go through the year of 12. I'm trying to think of what I was doing at 12. 5th grade? Listen to Puff Daddy and the Family soundtrack.
And Farrah Fawcett was the biggest name in pornography.
Yeah, watching like Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Scream. Jurassic Park.
I think that was after my bike got stolen, so I couldn't warn myself about that.
You should have told yourself to learn how to fight.
You could have just used that one.
John, you know what? You should have gone back in time and told yourself to learn how to fight thieves. Kind of be like Bill and Ted, only this time, like, don't actually go back in time to collect a bunch of historic figures for a historic report. Just go back in time to tell yourself in advance, hey, your bike's going to get stolen. Here's a quick move you need to learn to get ahead of the game, you know?
Is that Is that the advice you'd give your 12-year-old self, John?
Yeah, prepare to fight off the bike thieves.
I love it. Good advice.
Thank you. Coal mine.
You know what mine would be?
Go ahead.
Invest in Amazon.
That's a good one.
I took the easy one.
Good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Ready for the last
Last one.
Stop it. Stop it. Brock is sexually molesting me.
Hey. Who's sexually arrested?
Hey, Brock.
Hey! Cool. Come on, pal. Can I ask a question?
You put Elvis on your crotch, bro.
And you grabbed it. Were you going to grab my crotch regardless
We
of if the Elvis
can
was there?
go
What's
on
happening there?
together onto Brock's crotch. Brock's crotch. And Cole will grab it too. Cause it's his Funko Pop.
All right, you ready?
Gotcha.
If you were elected as president of the United States,
Donald Trump.
what would be the first thing you'd do? Donald Trump? You'd do Donald Trump. That's what you just answered.
Yes.
Coal mine. Is that why you just grabbed my crotch?
Yes.
Yeah? Isn't that from
Because you
Trump?
remind me of Donald Trump.
Is that your answer?
Yes. I'd do Donald Trump first thing. Release his ass from prison.
Why?
Exonerate
keep
him
him
of
president.
all
I think you got a
charges.
better chance of getting him there.
Exonerate him of all charges. Make him my vice president. Wine and dine his stupid ass. Coal mined.
I'll call the doctor. John, what would be your first act?
I'd put regulation in place so corporations wouldn't be able to buy single-family homes.
Dang, you've considered this.
John, it sounds like you actually did some thinking about this.
Yeah, I stole that from RFK Jr.
Ooh, yeah. Do you know who that is, Cole?
Fuck no. Who is RFK Jr.? And more importantly, should I care?
Do you know who RFK is?
No.
Do you know who Cheryl Hines is?
Nope.
Do you know what the word junior means?
Like Junior the asparagus from VeggieTales?
Like Nick Jr.?
Face?
Yeah. He knows. He's got it. We got there.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool beans. First thing I would do as president,
After Donald Trump, so it'd be the second thing you do.
technically, yes. Well, first off, I'd exonerate him of all charges, first off.
Are you a Trump fan again?
Yes.
Oh, gross.
I don't really care what you think. Because I went back in time and told 12-year-old me to not care.
No, it's because you've been hanging out with Jess.
No, it's because I went back in
Yeah,
time
that was a
and told
long pause.
12-year-old.
That was a long pause. You and I both know that Jess has been getting in your head.
Well, I haven't seen her in like the last 2 weeks, so she hasn't had any say in what I say right now.
Okay. So when did she plant the seed that you need to be a Trump fan again?
She never made that decision for me. That was something I made on my own fruition.
Okay.
First thing I'd do as president
After
of the
Trump?
Motion Picture Association is I'd force Peter Jackson to direct another Lord of the Rings trilogy. And then I'd destroy Disney for good.
It literally did say POTUS. I don't know if I said yeah, I should have said
President
that,
of
but
the
that's fine.
United States Motion Pictures Association.
Oh, that's what POTUS stands for. My bad.
Yeah, well, I added the MPA at
I think
the
you just
end.
give it 5 more years, Disney will destroy itself.
Those god-awful live-action remakes. You know, A Nightmare Before Christmas just came on 4K.
I don't think
I've been
it
wanting
just
to buy
came
it.
on 4K. I don't know what
Yeah,
you mean
actually
by
it
that.
did.
It literally was just released on 4K. They
Yeah.
haven't done it before that?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's Nightmare Before Christmas season.
It's close to that time, anyways.
It's always Nightmare Before Christmas season at Hot Topic.
At Hot Topic, yes, but what about Best Buy, where they still sell Blu-rays?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer you, Cole.
You never do, because boom, coal mined. Okay, that's 2. That's 2 in the shoe.
No,
Yeah.
not everyone answered it yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, because I'm hogging up the spotlight. I'm sorry. Who didn't answer yet?
Who do you think?
John,
No, the doctor. We have to
go
on.
ahead.
Dr. Carl Jung.
All right, I'll do it. Hey, Brock, what would be your first move as president?
I got a serious answer, but I don't really want it. I mean, I'd probably work on something with term limits for, I don't know, senators and all that crap.
Actually, yeah,
I
that's a
don't
good
think you should- I
idea.
don't think you should be able to be a lifelong politician. I don't think that's a good thing.
People should be able to retire at some age, you know?
Yeah, they're forced into that position for life. They just can't get out of it. They're hungry with power.
I mean, they just want to.
Like,
A lot of
first
them,
thing
I
you
feel
do
like
as
just
president, no, I wouldn't be running.
a lot
to
of them,
my
I feel like
office
just
and
want to
start doing
stay.
work. If I literally got elected president, I'd probably go down to like the presidential kitchen right away and just see what I could get them to cook me. Wouldn't you? Like, if I had full access at that point to my own like huge kitchen and all this staff and stuff, I'd be calling out a bunch of things I want them to make me.
You got any of those frozen bodies of Clinton victims? Maybe you could make me.
What about that?
Finger sandwiches.
Yeah.
Got that cryogenically frozen head of Walt Disney in your chambers over there, or is that buried deep in California? You know, there was actually a TV special I saw on Adult Swim once where they got Walt Disney's head out of the cryogenic freezer, and then they used it to like program these robots to destroy Walt Disney World.
Wow, that sounds thrilling.
It was Robot Chicken. You know that's a very accurate source of information.
It sure is. Well, Cole, everybody answered. Is it time to end the show so you can watch Jurassic Park? Are you going to go to a movie tonight?
I don't know. What do you think I should do?
I don't know. Did you want to watch Jurassic Park here?
What do you want to do? I'm being considerate right now.
You weren't considerate
Do you want me to-
when you wore your shoes inside my apartment all night. You know that, right?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. You know what? I could actually go to the store now that I have a job and get Spider-Man.
Cole, you know the second you accept a job, a paycheck doesn't get bounced into your account, right? You
That's
gotta
fine.
work.
I don't really
You
care.
got like 3 weeks before you're going to get paid.
Yeah, but I have a job now.
What are you living off of?
My
Money.
savings.
How much do you have in savings?
Like $5,000.
Can I have some?
No.
Can I have your social security number?
No.
Can John have your social security number?
No.
Can I have the receipt for this Funko Pop?
I threw it away.
Can he throw away that Funko Pop?
Just don't do it in front of me.
Behind it.
If John put that Funko Pop on my crotch right now, would you lunge at it again?
Yeah, I put it in his crotch and I.
Well, it's John's Funko Pop. He can put it wherever he wants.
Can I put yours wherever I want?
No, because it's mine.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe we'll eat some ice cream and watch Jurassic Park. Would that make you happy?
Well, if only that makes you happy.
早上好，中国！
I'd be open to doing whatever you
我
want.
很喜欢冰淇淋。早上好，中国！
3 more hours of this podcast.
Can we watch Jurassic Park during the podcast?
John, cue the music.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. I got a job, and now we have to end this podcast. Out of the box, coal mine.
Coal mine.
Oh my! You mean this episode of the podcast, right? Not the podcast.
This episode of the podcast was brought to you by the letter J and by the number 6, because J is the beginning letter of Jurassic Park, and there is 6 discs in this Blu-ray box set. Well, really more like 12, but it's like 6 movies, so 6 discs for each movie. 6 4K Blu-rays and 6 regular Blu-rays. Coal mine.